Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Jackass number 2. And this movie came out in 2006, 20 years ago, if you can believe that. And it's just the same thing as the first movie, basically, except they're doing new things. And also with a bigger budget. The budget was, I believe, $5 million for the first movie, and this one it was 11.5 million. And it does kind of show that with a bigger budget, they are able to do more things and are able to have more fun with what they're able to do. And it shows. And I was laughing consistently throughout this movie. I was thoroughly entertained. And I think this one might be my favorite out of all of them. It's definitely the one I remember the most. There are definitely standout parts in this movie, like these little bits or segments, whatever you want to call them. I'm not really sure what the specific name is, what you would call them, but there's plenty of standouts in this film, and I just had a blast rewatching it, and I was surprised as to how much I remembered about this movie, whereas the first one I didn't really remember too much about, aside from a couple things, whereas this one I actually knew quite a lot, and I was like, wow, I've remembered so much of this movie, and that's because of what they do, and it's just crazy stuff. And obviously, the standout parts are the stuff that I rewatched and loved, and the parts that didn't stick with me as much were still good, and I liked them. But what I'm mostly going to remember this movie for are the bits with like the brand. I love the bull on the teeter totter or whatever. That was pretty funny. And that might be my favorite part of the whole movie. And it had a great opening with that one song from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly that's just used everywhere. And what I mean by that, not throughout the entire film, I mean just like throughout pop culture. The pacing was nice and quick. It just flew by for me. I loved it. And I just love the stunts that they're all so committed to. And the pranks are really funny. And it just tells you what you would want from a movie like this, and I just had a really great time with it. And obviously, rest in peace, Ryan Dunn. You did a great job, and I just love what you brought. And there's just so many fantastic, enjoyable moments for me that, as a fan of this franchise, it left me satisfied. And I kind of wish that I was able to experience it for the first time in ways, because having watched the parts that I loved online so many times, it did kind of lessen the impact a little bit. But that's not to say I didn't enjoy myself. I still had fun with it. And what this movie does best is take everything that the first movie did and kind of just take the next step, basically, and be a bit more extreme. Not saying that the first movie is tame in any ways, but they just managed to make it more entertaining and fun, and honestly a lot better. And I do feel as though the camera work was a bit better in this movie. I didn't find it to be just like a TV show that you would find anywhere at the time. I felt as though that was an improvement. And I do want to mention this really quickly. There were parts that I obviously didn't remember about it, and those parts were fun. And there isn't really a segment in this movie that stood out as weak or forgettable to me, or at least not from memory. And it was just a very consistent, entertaining film that I loved. And that's about all I have to say about Jackass number 2. I don't really have too much to say about it that would be too different from my discussion on the first movie. It's just the first movie again, but done better, and I love it. I think it's great. If you're a fan of this franchise, definitely check this one out. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Jackass number 2 an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Jackass number 2, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Cujo. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.